What is up, guys and girls? Hurricane Liz here, and guess what? It's my birthday today. So as a result of being my birthday, I am coming out with this special video for you guys and ladies out there that do watch it, all 2 or 3 of you, because we all know it's a sausage fest up in here. And today, what we're going to talk about is how to prepare to put more money in your pocket by looking at what sold last year, January 2020. Yeah, January 2020. It's almost going to be last year. We've already gone almost through an entire year. So what sold well in January 2020? That way we can prepare to make these books and have a fantastic brand new year. So it's important that we get started right now creating what we're going to sell in January, and that gives us enough time to produce as well as market. And on top of that, I made a mistake in this video. I actually was going back and saying it was January 2019. However, as a result, it came out better because we got to see what sold 2 years in a row. And yes, in fact, it is almost identical, proving that our time machine is gonna show us with 100% accuracy what we should sell in 2021. So I've got this split up into 2 videos, one hitting journals, the other hitting planners. This is going for one of them. So let's see what happens. All in celebration of my birthday. Let's do this. All right, so we are in my Kindle time machine using my absolute favorite tool to actually discover what niches were hot last year in January, and that's January 2020. So what was selling good in January 2020, so we can get an idea of what will sell well in January 2021. And I am using Helium 10 of all things, a tool inside of Helium 10 called Blackbox. So all I'm going to put in Blackbox is very simple things. Books, for starters, we absolutely have to be in the books category. And the other thing that I'm going to select here, which is the Ninja thing, and this will get us what sold well last year. Again, you have to have this because it will tell you what sold well a year ago, and chances are that that will sell well again this year. And that is January 2019 right here for best sales period. So right there, we can select any month we want, and we can literally predict what will sell well for January, for February, for Valentine's, for March, for Easter, and so forth. You get the picture. This is exactly how it's very simple to create a catalog of good selling books all year round. But again, we are in mid to late November, so very soon we got to start putting these up. That way we can rank them, and we also have to produce them, which is going to take some time. So let's go and see what sold well in January of 2019. After we select those 2, here is the key also. You just got to put a keyword. So if you want to see in general what sold well for books, leave that blank, but you don't want to see that. You're going to see all sorts of books out there that sold well last year. Things like Michelle Obama's book and The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, which is obviously what I don't give a F about when I do videos on this channel saying that. So let's go ahead and see what sold well for Planner in January 2019. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit the search button, and in a second or 2, it's going to take me and add all the actual bestsellers. Now, I did sort these by monthly revenue earlier, so you'll just have to click on that once and then again twice in order to get the highest amount sold. So already I'm seeing some fantastic ideas, especially for you guys out there that have a creative mind. Here we have the Not Ultimate Wedding Planner. So what that tells me immediately is that women are planning their wedding. It's one of the things that they want to do early on in the year. That way they can have the wedding of their life, only to possibly have the divorce of their life too. But anyways, we're getting off topic talking about that. Let's continue to move forward. Now, some of these are going to be books for people that go back to school, like the Complete Adult Psychotherapy Treatment Planner. I don't think any of us need that unless we're just batshit crazy, but that's probably some of us. All right, so High Performance Planner. Although we cannot make this exact thing because obviously this is a physical book, we could very well put something in our actual title that relates to being a high performer. That would work well. Here's an Addiction Treatment Planner, which again gives us the idea of doing something in the addiction niche, and the Wedding Planner. So again, here is a second wedding planner thing that verifies weddings do well early on. This one gets $5,000 a month in sales for this wedding planner. That's $7.95, obviously a KDP book. And if we continue going here, we can get some more Couples Psychotherapy Treatment Planner. Now, while that doesn't mean that we have to put out a psychotherapy treatment planning thing, what we can do is make a book for couples starting the new year together. That's a fantastic idea. I don't know if anybody's actually done that yet, but I imagine so. However, that just gave me the idea instantly. And here we have a meal planner. So obviously, new year, new me. People are going to want to go on diets only to quit them a couple days later after they have their first cheat meal, which I guarantee you is pizza. And if we continue to go, here again, we got the high performance planner, once, twice, in several different colors. And then here again is another fantastic idea, the budgeting workbook, or how to budget your finances. Obviously something that people are going to want to start out the new year with and try and make their money last a lot longer. Again, this one made $2,400, a total of 346 sales, which is excellent. And then here we've got a therapy wellness planner, a life organizer, a meal planner. Again, new year, new me. That's the main thing here that we want to focus on. Another wedding planner, and so forth. Here's again a meal planner and tracking. And again, that's a very broad niche, but already we had a couple of things that kind of zeroed in. Here's a dot journal, which is just like dotted lines, a goal-getter and productivity thing. And we can continue to look through this for pages and pages, which I'll go and hit a couple more pages, and then we'll go into the journaling thing and see what's hot there. Weekly meal planners, mom sticker planners, 7-minute daily life planner, a monthly budget planner. So already we've seen budgeting a couple times. So a budgeting workbook, a budgeting planner, something of that nature would definitely be pretty hot. A habit tracker, which is kind of interesting. These are stickers. However, that doesn't mean you can't do a habit tracking journal. And or here's some weekly planners as well as meal planners. And again, you can get down into the actual nitty gritty of this and really kind of zone in and niche into these. So this is a meal planner. And while a lot of people might say, well, like Liz, meal planner, that's like really broad. That categorizes, that's a gigantic topic and it's going to be super competitive. But there could be meal planning for all sorts of different types of people. Like you could do something like meal planner for diabetics, meal planner for something at, and niche it down and then put in some information that would be useful for a new person that maybe has just been diagnosed with diabetes. That would be a great facts to put on each of those pages that they might not know. This will entice some of the buyers to be able to buy for their loved ones these books that you're actually making. Here's another fucking shit list. So that's actually very creative. It's pretty awesome. But just remember, on those books that have curse words, you cannot run ads. That's very disappointing, I know. But again, Amazon is a family channel, unlike this channel, which I can tell you things like another fucking shit list. So let's continue to move on, see what else we see. The 5-year planner, which is excellent. It gives you 5 years to plan over instead of just one. Who wants just 1 year when they could plan for 5 years, right? That's over planning. And so we got a 52-week meal planner. Again, another wedding planner. So wedding planners seem to be fire. So I would definitely jump into the wedding planner niche, take a look at what some of these sub niches are within that, and then get some ideas based off of that. But you're at least seeing some of the design ideas and how simple they can be. This is a wood background with a couple simple flowers and then just white letters on it that say wedding planner. Here's again food diaries, meal planning calendar, meal planner, monthly budgets. All those seem to be very hot in 2019. So the odds of them being hot in 2021 is pretty high, which just made me realize that I totally screwed up. And what we're going to go in and do is we are going to look at January of 2020 now and see what has changed. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So again, like I said, sometimes I get things wrong too, but we can see what differences were from the past 2 years. Here's a peace of mind planner, a budget savvy planning book, a fuck me, I'm going to do this diet and exercise shit, which is pretty cool. Essentials planners, which were again bestsellers in 2019. Now in 2020, there they are again. No reason why you can't do something like this, but put it in a book format. Look at me getting married and shit, which again, this is not a family channel, and a lot of people just like to curse. I think especially right now with COVID, people are cursing at a pretty high rate. Here is a financial peace planner. Financial peace planner, which is kind of interesting. It's just a different way of saying a budget planner. Here's a daily to-do list notebook and a coloring book of shadows. So this is interesting. It's a coloring book / planner, which is kind of ingenious in a way. And this did $1,000 and it priced at $15.99, which probably means it has some intricate design in there. And again, a 5-meal planner, which we saw before. Sort your shit out monthly budget planner. Once again, we see that cursing is very, very much in demand here in the current situation that we see. Here's a bill simply monthly planner for bill checklist. And look, all it says is bill on the outside. Like, it's the simplest design. All it says is bill. It's a black cover with white letters. 112 sales for a total of $900 in sales. A teacher planner, a maid of honor planner, which again is, like I spoke about, the wedding sub niche is a maid of honor planner. So I'm actually curious. I want to go on Amazon and search maid of honor planner and see what pops up. So here's maid of honor planner, but as you can see from all the other words here, we can see maid of honor planner and organizer, hardcover book, spiral bound binder, 2021 spiral checklist, and maid of honor planner. And then we can see there's a total of 318 results. And this new little actual Chrome extension, which I'll talk about in another video, tells us that it's a 63%, which is supposed to be a green light. It's supposed to be good. I haven't verified too much into how much or how important that is or how accurate that is, which I will be doing in another video. But again, we can see that Maid of Honor planners, the range for them are 36,000 in books. Here's one, 123,000, 151,000. Over, it looks to be a pretty decent niche, 523,000, 273,000, 122,000. So they seem to be a pretty good niche. There's not a lot of competition, which probably means if you're doing ads the way that I've taught you to do ads, you can absolutely crush it in this. And especially the simple fact that you know in January, this thing just crushes. It should be pretty easy for you to be able to make some sales with that. Here's something called the Chaos Coordinator, or what they called it, but it's nothing more than an appointment book for the year 2020. So that did extremely well. Here's a pocket planner and a must-have destination wedding planner. So again, that's another sub-niche of the actual wedding planning niche. And let's just look up destination wedding planner. Let's see what pops up for that. Destination wedding planner. There we go. And if we click into this, there's 287 results. This looks like it's probably going to come out as somewhat competitive, and we'll let this load. It takes a little while to actually pop up, but I'm going to go ahead and start peeking in and seeing what we find here. And a lot of hardcover spiral bounds. Not many of these actually look like Kindle books, but there are quite a few still. I think it's still possible. This is definitely a Kindle book. It's doing extremely well. It's a hardcover, and it might not even be one. It's a lot of spiral bound things. Look at me getting married and all that shit. This one's doing extremely well, as is this one over here for $27.99. So in general, yeah, it's a 64. So it's a fantastic niche. It's a sub niche again of the wedding and marriage niche, and doing extremely well in January. Again, monthly planners, and you can do the same thing. This is a Biddy tarot planner. Like, I don't actually know what in the hell that is, but now it's got me curious. I'm not sure what Biddy means, but maybe one of you guys can enlighten me. I'm not much of a tarot card person, but let's see, Tarot Planner 2021. So yeah, they've got them, 236 results. I would have to take a look at the rest of this. We'll let Self-Publishing Titans do its thing and tell us what percentage that thing gets. But let's keep going and see what other ideas we can actually generate. Another destination planner. Here is a vision board planner, which is another great one. And this is an African-American theme. So this one came out to 64%. Let's look up vision board. I didn't even know this was such a thing, but there's actually a planning book to help you plan your vision board, which is kind of crazy if you think about it, but it's out there. And vision board planner right here, there's one there. And I don't think there's many of these. There's really not many of them that look like they're Kindle edition. So I guess they come with stickers and stuff. Maybe that's why they're not on here. That's kind of my idea here is they probably come with stickers, and that's probably why this one has some stickers. So I'd have to look into it in more greater detail. But this looks like it's one from Peony Press, and it is pretty simple planners. And we talked about them on the Modern Kid Press video. And so that's pretty much a wrap of what comes up in planners. And since I did screw up, I'm going to go ahead and do an entirely separate video on journals. And again, what I meant to do with this video is show you what sells well in January 2020, but I did January 2019 to begin with. But I think it was a great contrast to be able to see what sold well in January 2019, what sold well in January 2020, so we can predict, were the same books hot in both years? And the absolute answer to that was yes. So now in 2021, it's very clear what direction we should be taking our production of books, as well as our actual advertisement of books. They're all doing quite well. They're all crushing it. And you too can crush it if you go along the same path. So let me know your questions in your comments below. I always personally answer them. I'll see you guys and girls in the next video.